I love this recipe, and it is so easy. So what you want to do is pull off the leaves on the bottom of the cauliflower and then take a knife and just pull out the center core. And if you pull out the center, you're going to notice that the cauliflower bundles just come right off. Of course, be careful, don't cut your fingers. But you can start snapping them off, and then you can make them as big or as small as you'd like. I find that if you make the pieces smaller, that it's easier to cook it. It cooks more quickly. So, but do what you want. So what I'm doing here is I'm just cutting up the pieces of cauliflower into the sizes that I'd like, and then just putting it on another pan to get it out of the way. So you'll notice that I like the pieces a little smaller, like I said. I always try to clean as I go, so that's what I'm doing here. And I've got them all in my pan, and I'm just giving them a quick toss, making sure they're all loosely on the pan. Now I'm going to season. I'm going to use some onion powder, and I don't have measurements. I just use as much or as little as you want. I like a lot of onion powder, and I like a lot of garlic powder, which is the next. Sprinkling some garlic powder on there as well. And you can also salt and pepper, but I don't like pepper. Next, you're going to use some oil, and I like to use avocado oil. Just give it a good sprinkling over the cauliflower and give it a good toss to make sure everything is incorporated. You can use your hands as long as they're clean, and just give them a toss on the pan. Now we're going to use some Gruyere cheese. I love this stuff. I never buy the pre-shredded, and some Parmesan cheese. Always buy the blocks, and you can do them yourself. So here we are grating them on the grater, and we're going to make about a cup of each kind of cheese. A cup of Gruyere and a cup of Parmesan. Of course, this is a great workout too, because this is going to take you a while. So great, great, great. So here's the rest of this. So we're going to pour the Gruyere cheese over the top, and then we're going to do the Parmesan cheese over the top just as evenly as possible. We're not going to stir it up after that. And then we're going to bake it at 350 for, I like to do about 45 minutes, but it just depends on your oven. You want it to really be brown and look crispy on top. And let me tell you, the little bits of crispy cheese is great. Let me show you what it's going to look like. This is the finished product. Let me just say, guys, I sometimes eat vegetables and I still feel hungry. I don't know what it is. I think it's something with my brain. But this was so filling and so very yummy. I don't know if you've ever had Gruyere cheese on steak, but it's one of my favorite cheeses as a secondary flavor. You've got to try it. This was awesome, and it was so amazing. You've got to try it.